Hey guys, today we are going to propagate more indoor plants. As you know, I love African violets and I've shown you a video on how to propagate them in soil. Also coming is a video on how to propagate African violets in water. But now let's propagate some other house plants. As you can see, this is fun and can be addicting, so be warned. Today I'm going to propagate my Pothos plant, which you can see here is vining, and also my Monstera deliciosa. Did I say that right? So we are going to propagate those two and should be fun. First, we're going to head over to the Monstera plant and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prune it off of the mother plant. Here we are at my Monstera plant. It is in the office in indirect sunlight and doing well. So the main purpose for me looking into even trying to do this was because my cats love to chew on our plants. And I was wondering, how can I make another one? Can I make another one? And sure enough, I found a video thanks to the crazy plant guy, because when I did a Google search for can I propagate my Monstera, his video was the first video. So thanks to the crazy plant guy, I am going to propagate my Monstera. So the first thing I have right here is a pair of pruners. These are my outdoor pruners and I have disinfected them because I do want to make sure I'm not bringing in or introducing any diseases to my plant. And this goes for any other plants. As you're pruning, always make sure you disinfect before moving on to the next plant. So I have my pruners and I'm going to go for this branch right here. As you can see, there is an aerial root that has grown, but I'm going to take this stem right here, and if you follow it along, it's got a very pretty leaf attached to it that has not been eaten. So these two right here have not been eaten or chewed on by my cats. So, and if you have any tips on how to get your cats not to eat your plants, I will gladly take them. So here we go. I am going to snip it right here, about 1 inch below that aerial root, and I'm going to snip. And it's going to fall because I'm doing this one-handed. There we go. There she is. Let's pick her up. And there we have it. We have a Monstera that we just snipped off of this mother plant, and I have an aerial root. So let's go back so I can set my camera down and let's continue the video. Okay, so here we are. We are back at my little coffee table, and this is the Monstera that we are going to propagate and hopefully have a new plant from. So as you can see, this aerial root is long, and I did do some research and they said, they out there said that it's okay to cut it without hurting the plant. So I'm just going to trim it so that it goes right into this vase, this glass jar that I already have here. So I'm going to take my pruners and I'm going to leave about 1 inch on there. So here we go. My pruners could be a little bit sharper. There we go. And I'll put that down. And we are simply going to place it in this clear glass jar. I got it from Joann's. It was probably like $12, and then with my 40% coupon, it was next to nothing. So that's it. Just like African violets, you can also propagate in water, which there is a video coming. It should actually already be out by the time you see this video. And in about 3 weeks, I'm guessing, according to my research on the internet, we should see some roots. So having the glass jar, we'll be able to watch the progress and hopefully be able to pot it up and have a new plant. Next, we are going to propagate the Pothos plant. And as you can see, I've got this vine, so I've got plenty to spare. And I have these cute little jars that I'm going to use as the container to watch them grow in. I got this from Joann's and it was online for like $7.99, I think. So I just had to buy it because I have seen them before and I thought they'd be super cute. I don't know if they still have them, so I have seen other companies have something like this. I had something come up on my Instagram feed, a company called Polzado, I think it is, Polzado, who makes something similar. So if you're really wanting something like this, check them out. I haven't got anything from there, but I did see it come up. This one is, like I said, from Joann's, Bright Ideas, Simply Rooted. So it seems like it's perfectly made for this type of job. So first, I am going to go clean off my pruners again because I just cut the Monstera, and again, I don't want to introduce any bad germs onto another plant, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. My pruners are clean, and we are going to go for it. So since I only have 3 of these little jars, I'm not going to cut too much off of this Pothos because I do still want it to vine and grow longer. But I am going to cut off so I can use the 3. I'm going to do, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's cut it here. So one thing about the Pothos is with each leaf, there is a little node, and these nodes are where the roots will grow from. So what is the stem will become the root. So I'll show you a close-up picture of these nodes, but if you take a closer look at your Pothos plant, you will notice them. So I'm going to cut it right about here. There we go. And now I am going to cut each of these sections, which will then each become a new plant. So here we go. I'm going to cut right there. So we have 1, 2, and there's our 3rd. We have 3 healthy. These 2 are young, and so I'm not sure they'll make it, but I do want to use these that are big and healthy and established. So I'm going to cut these a little bit smaller, so the node is still here, and I'm going to cut it a little bit smaller just so that it can fit inside my little container. So I'm just going to snip it off. Don't cut the leaf. Just like that. I'll do the same for these other ones. And 2, done. And 1, 2, just like that. All right, we are ready to put them in our little containers. So I'm gonna fill it up with water. Okay, so we're just going to place them in, and they are submerged. Submerged, and that one's going to need some more water, so actually all of them will need some more water. Okay, and we are done. It might go without saying, but we do want to make sure that these are continuously submerged in water so that the roots have access to the water. So you will need to check and make sure to top up as necessary as the water evaporates wherever you place your containers. So I'm going to leave these in a sunny place, indirect sunlight, so that the roots have a good chance to grow. Yeah, I think that's it. Super easy, super fun. I love propagating. I think I'm addicted. And since I am working from home now, I do want to make sure that I have a nice surrounding around me as I work from home. And plants are that for me. So I hope to incorporate these in my office because right now these are sitting over by my coffee bar. I'll show you a picture. And I want to make more plants, and I don't want to have to buy it because I can propagate for free. Also, probably the best point about propagating is because you can do this and it's free and you make more plants without having to buy. So I hope you guys found this helpful and useful. I hope you try it at home yourself, and subscribe so that you can catch up on an update later on.